All right, everybody. Holy Moses here in the beautiful compound. Next to me is the bearded beauty. Okay, and in the house tonight we have Kev, the All Star
Yo.
from Lowrider Style Car Club. Look at that. And Kev, thank you for coming in. I know Kev from comedy, but also small world, knows a friend of ours named Chappie. So it's like I tell everybody in the custom car scene, in any scene, it always winds up somebody knows somebody through the scene. So Kev, tell us a little bit about yourself and tell us how long have you been, doing some lowridering and what got you into the scene, man.
Shit, man. All right. How long we got? Hey, what's up, everybody? Moses, Chris, the beard is on point, man. I'm mad jelly, first of all, because this is the best it gets for me.
But see, you got
you know what I mean? But I got hey, y'all pay attention to that right there.
Nope.
Same as above, as below. All right. We like balance.
I got it here. You got it up there.
There we go. No, man. So Kev the All-Star, stand-up comedian, entrepreneur,
what up, Mike?
Doing the comedy thing. But as far as cars go, shit, man, I take it back to BMX, man. That's where it started. Riding the bike. That was my first wheels, you know what I mean? So I give all the credit really to riding that bicycle, man. Yeah, you start really customizing. I mean, that's what was one of my first hustles. Jump dumpster diving and pulling bikes out and sanding them down, and fucking that was a hustle. I'd sell them at yard sales, the pawn shop. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff, and painting and putting plates on them, all that. So.
See, that was before. If people are tuning in from around the world, this was before they had people with CAD tables and everybody's stretching bikes was like barely something you saw little by little back then. Yeah, now they're everywhere. Yeah. Everybody's stretching them. Bicycle.
Big old beach cruisers and whatnot. I'll give shout out to Kid and Play in Class Act. If you remember that, with the mini truck with the Ferrari, the Testarossa or whatever it's called, that style. Yep. Man, I used to love that truck. Then Mini Trucking Magazine. I always had a big thing. I never owned one, but I had a big thing for the Mazda B22 extended cab long bed. That was the first real ride I wanted. But
I got two single cabs. Mazda cabs.
There you go, man. Yeah,
they're three. One's a parts truck. It doesn't.
But
count.
Still, it
counts.
It counts.
It's taking up a spot in the yard.
Well, four. I got four because technically the fourth one.
Yeah, you've got one in Flagstaff.
Yeah, one's in Circle City. I bought it for like $250.
Oh, see,
but it's
it's
a shell way. It's like literally a shell. Like you can't, yeah.
No, I feel that though.
Yeah,
you can't convince me to go get
it. It's like if I dive down to the calf tattoo I just showed, the Impala tat, and how I went about getting that, and that deal went sour, and it's like fuck. And now since I went there, I feel like I might as well dive in. So I was buying a 65. This homeboy was selling a 65 Impala with a 66 that was smashed in the front end as a parts car. This thing was primered, full interior, skirts, everything. And I'm telling y'all right now, you won't believe it, but if 98, 97 time frame, I was buying it for $3,200.
That's not bad.
Both cars.
That's
a fucking steal, man. So at the time, I put half down, went and got the tat because I already had my 80 Caddy. So I was like, okay, the Impala is going to be the hobby car. I'll roll the Caddy, so I'll just get the Impala tat. And then I went back the couple weeks later to pay him the rest of his bill, and I was like, I noticed the 6.5 was gone, and I was like, hey man, what's up with the car? He's like, sorry to tell you, dude, but my ex-wife actually she still owned it, and so she came with the cops and picked it up and everything. And he did this whole well, I'll trade you 3 paint jobs. Does your mom want to paint jobs? Like, no, motherfucker, you better give me my money. I was young and a little bit wilder then, so but I got my money back and was stuck with an Impala tattoo. Never owned an Impala
till later
until much later. So
So how many cars have you owned throughout your
just cars in general, or rides?
Just rides, some rides.
Rides.
Yeah.
We want rides. We want rides, not cars. Yeah. But I like to say all of them are rides because I've had I don't know, 6, 7 Cadillacs.
What up, Carlos?
Okay.
What up, fam? Yeah, we got a lot of
6, 7 Caddies, fucking Caprice.
Oh shit, they're from your
Lincoln's. Got 2 town cars right now. Got a Continental.
They're from out in Mesa.
Oh, that's what's
they're
up.
New members.
I see it up there. What's good, Carlos? We see it right here, baby.
Damn. There's so many different clubs out there. So, continue on, man.
So no, man, I had my 80 Caddy. That was probably my number one, but before that, just a young kid fucking pulling springs and coils and
you were just doing
Just
it
dumping
all.
them.
You were just doing it all yourself at the time. Or
no,
you had a couple
I had
homies, or-
definitely homies doing the backyard boogie and just like, hey, cut this, burn that,
And you-
fry this.
and you
I was
guys
like,
just-
yeah, okay, whatever.
Oh,
knuckle busters a day and out, but never really picked up the full,
No?
mechanical skill, if you will.
Okay.
I was like, fuck it, here's
You
some
just-
money.
It's a curse
I'll
and a
pay.
blessing.
It is, like I never was afraid to, get a manual and fucking switch out a radiator, oil change, or do some brakes. And
Yeah.
but a whole engine overhaul or anything like that.
No,
Nah.
leave it to somebody.
Yeah,
And
this
I've
guy
done
right
that.
there. See, that's
Yeah.
what's up.
Yeah, he did a
Definitely a
whole-
good skill,
I
man.
started it doing dirt track racing.
Yeah.
Nope. I'm like, not gonna do it no more.
Not even for yourself.
Now I do it all the time.
Okay.
I do it all the time.
I was gonna say, wait, hold up, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So when you started building cars and then you were figuring out, okay, cool, you just started getting better and better at what you were doing, and then like your crew, that the guys that you had helping you, you guys just started, okay, cool, getting better and then figuring out, okay, or was it just trial and error throughout the time?
oh, we got a question?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
No, honestly, man,
Johnny.
for me, it was more, I don't know, man. I just always had an issue. Like, I just wanted the shit fancy and right the first time. I see the homies doing their shit multiple times. I was just like, fuck that.
So you were just like,
So like, here's somebody, I'll pay you whatever, and still the homeboys. But I look back and I'm like, man, I probably should have showed up and, after I got off work and went and helped, with my hydraulics or even the
Yeah.
body work on my caddy, whatnot.
but before you used to do your own, your own body work and stuff before now.
No.
So
no.
you always had
It's
you always
just
had a home,
pay
a
the
good- a
man,
good
dude.
crew.
Yeah, because I'm working and just grinding that way, but
But
so
but
now
you
I'm
had
trying
yourself a good crew that was like, hey man,
yeah, absolutely. With
this
different
is how
car
we're gonna
clubs
go
and
about it.
whatnot, or homeboys that was like, yo, man, I'll just charge this much if
Nice.
you come and turn some wrenches with me. So
hell yeah,
that's what I do.
hell yeah, dude, that's not
Yeah.
bad. What up, Wes? Hell yeah. So I see we got some photos there.
We do have some photos.
So,
I got some pics.
This is this,
Some
and
classic-
We're
people.
getting up.
I am gonna get up, goddamn it. So if people don't understand this, the pictures we're about to show you are a lot of photos from back then, before digital cameras, before the internet, when you had to sit there and had a floppy hand so you can shake out those Polaroids.
That's true. It's a legit.
So
fucking
yeah,
Polaroid.
so let's
Which one was-
let's.
and these are
let's start
called.
with
They're
what you
actually
got.
from a photo album. I didn't bring the whole album.
Yeah.
So there's a lot in there.
So what are
which
the
one do you want
biggest
to start
pictures?
with?
Let's start with
Your previous guest.
Let's start with the previous.
People know him. People know him.
Everybody
And
knows
him and I go way back.
And this-
Go ahead, get close and in person.
So this is our friend Chappie. Let's see how this looks.
Hang on. You got to take a second.
We're
You might have
pausing.
to go down. Nope.
Oh,
Tilt
there
it
we
down.
go.
Tilt it down.
Let's look at-
Hang on. Stop.
Go back.
No. Stay.
We're trying to give you all the good.
Go forward more.
You don't know way too down.
Well, Kimberly, you wanna
You told me.
Tilt the top towards the photo.
fuck these like always just hover over us?
Lands up.
There we go. He had to get up anyway.
No, you're just saying it.
We're working on it. We're working on it, people.
There you go.
It's blurry.
It's blurry.
You know what we'll do? Oh, there you go. There you go. Lift it up. Lift it up. Bring it a little closer. Lift it up. Up, 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 up.
Exactly how you are, but
Hang on. Stop. There's a delay on behind me.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Let me take him through. Okay, so right there, you got chat 1994, and that is at my house in the basement on 17th South and State Street, right out on the south end of Salt Lake Community College. Anybody in Utah know what's up? That's what's up. That is, back then a different neighborhood. Right there, Chappie is wearing all of my clothes. Some things were going on. We was wild kids, and much love, Chap. Man, we go back, man, and we go back before that, like 92, probably 91. Classic roller skating ring, man, and just trying to do the dancing and all that stuff. But yeah, man, if y'all watch the last episode, Chap is no joke. He's always when he said 800 and something cars or something like that, I have no doubt that number isn't exaggerated one bit. I mean, he was always the homeboy when we have house parties or whatnot. The Mazdas were always cut in half. Something was convertible within seconds. Like he'd be like, dude, I just got this new thing. I think he had a 65 I don't know anybody that knows him.
We have a cat.
Yeah,
sitting in the backyard that needs to get
4-door Impala or Bill Air or something, and he just cut that whole fucking thing off and was cruising it on State Street, man. So yeah.
So
man.
you guys been homies for a long time.
Yeah, fucking
And did-
Ranch
did you
Canyon and all
And
that.
were you guys
Bryce
in the
Canyon,
scene?
something like that, huh?
Were you guys in the car scene at the same
So
time?
he was mini trucking. I was more low riders.
Oh, shit.
You know, so but still, you know, this car scene, customizing,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, and house parties, and plus we met outside of the car scene, you know. So it's
House
just
parties.
you know,
House
house
parties.
parties, man. Y'all don't,
House-
Man,
y'all must don't know about no damn house party.
I miss house parties.
when you were like
Like,
this,
Yeah,
Yeah,
you walk in and it's like,
and you're like, boom,
There you go.
got the-
boom.
You know,
What
like-
up, Robert?
Oh, that's the Rob. That's president of Phoenix chapter right
Hell
there.
yeah.
Shout out, Rob.
Nice shout out. Thank you, Robert,
yeah.
for tuning in.
That's my chapter president right there. So
Yeah, those
big
were house
homie.
parties. Dude, like that.
The house
Oh,
parties
yeah.
was the business
Trying to
stuff,
like-
man.
You try to get in the front door and shit, I just need to get to
Yep.
the kitchen
Yeah.
where the beer's at. And
You know,
What
and then
was
somebody
good-
pull up in the new ride. Everybody
Yeah.
hurry and mob outside. Go
Yeah.
check out the new whip.
And what was tight is what? It was like $3 a head. And
I
then the
don't know
ladies were free.
I don't know about
Unless-
that.
unless
I
you
was,
knew where you're
I,
going.
I was like, I never got charged at no house parties. I would have raised the scene.
I
That's
need
you.
that. There you go.
Yay, hey, brother. You know what's big? Shout out to the president of the Salt Lake chapter, Melissa. This is so she gave this to all the members that came to the Salt Lake City show. And actually, what's dope about this is that it's double flagged.
Oh.
So it's not
Oh,
like that's.
yeah.
I don't know about y'all, but that's a decent price to just be hooking
Yeah,
people
that's
up. So
tight. Because then
that
you
was dope. Yeah, man.
Hell
So,
yeah, double flag.
yeah, yeah. So
Dang. So you guys. So when you were doing. So you all always been lowrider.
I've always been lowrider and mini truck, but as I got a little older, I found my niche. You know, my upbringing, straight up, a lot of pimps and a lot of things like that in my life, for real. So Cadillacs was just always there, and so I always just wanted a caddy.
Ricardo.
What up, Rick? Shout out, Rick.
What up?
That's the VP
I
right
forget-
there.
I forget.
I mean, that's the VP right
Your
there.
club is on YouTube watching. So
Yeah.
Well, I
I
sent
don't
that
get-
link.
Yeah, I don't get YouTube on here, so that I'm like,
Oh,
I
okay.
gotta
Got
do
you,
this
got
now.
you.
Yeah.
He's making me work twice as hard today.
Yeah.
Hell
So,
yeah.
I forget the question.
Oh,
man.
the-
So, all excited about cars, man.
Yeah. No, just like the scene of how you were in the lowridering, you have homies that are mini trucking. And even though at that time, like mini trucking and lowridering were still in the same, like mini trucking wasn't yet its own thing other than trucking.
Trucking magazine.
You know,
yeah, and
yeah.
then mini trucking came
Yeah,
out on
but-
the scene.
Yeah. So it was like,
You know.
but was it different from what you saw the scene that's evolving now from what, like when you and your homies were doing it?
Mhm.
What up, Cindy?
So shout out Cindy, new member.
Oh, shit.
New
a lot
member of Phoenix
members.
chapter right there.
Awesome.
I'm just
No,
gonna look up here.
he's just gonna look up there.
No, it's fun because he watches.
No, it was like, God damn it, I forgot the question again, man.
And I'm the one.
I don't know what the fuck I'm at.
And you're the one.
And I'm the one smoking.
That's why I
No,
don't.
like the
That's
scene,
why I don't.
Just
The
scene in
scene, so
general.
the way
you
it
know.
changed, so it's nice. So being like, so we were just in Vegas for Lowrider Magazine Super Show, right? Seeing mini trucking in the lowrider aspect and seeing dancing beds come back. I don't even want to say come back. Mini
They've
trucking
been
never
there.
went away.
Yeah, no.
They just been in the garages hanging,
Yep.
hiding out, waiting to come back out.
Wait
know,
for that right.
All you gotta do is no chappy.
Yeah.
You know, they've never, I mean, you had Aftershock, you had Iconic, his clubs, the different just mini truck car clubs and all that. So, how many times did they try to put a stop to it, Layframe or altered suspension or
Yeah,
anything like
because in
that?
Australia, a lot of Australia guys tell us that it's an engineering aspect over there. So you can't.
Not an
can't-
inspection. It's an engineer
Wow.
Yeah.
that has to give you the stamp of approval for
What?
your build.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah,
So, like,
it's
fuck
way,
that.
way stricter.
So
over
like back doing some backyard boogies.
what
No,
up, Ryan?
You
you're
can't.
not doing that.
He said over there you couldn't drive you can drive a clapped out car,
Mhm.
but as soon as you start altering it or doing small
Mhm.
stuff,
Yep.
is when they start coming after you.
Shit.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I feel like that sounds like the 90s, right? Like,
Yeah.
You didn't even have to have rims on your shit. If you drove a Regal and you was like 4 deep, you
That's
was a
like,
gang.
bro, those money.
Yep.
But now that I don't feel like it's like that. But
Yep.
again, I mean, y'all hit on it last one. I liked hearing that. They said if you got gray in your beard, they're like beast.
Yep. They're like, all right,
It's just different, but I also
I got it.
think
I got it
you
in
know.
here. I
We
touch
survived
it
those times, you know. So they're
Yeah.
like, no, they're not the troublemakers anymore, you know. I
Yep.
think every car era has its time, you know. Like the hot rod. If you look back to hot rods,
Oh yeah.
you know, in the '60s or '70s, they were the young
They
punks.
were the young,
the young
and now,
punks.
and now we're the ones,
You know, and now the Hondas and the Euros and stuff like that.
and that was around throughout lowrider.
That was even part of the mini trucking
It was.
phase
Yeah,
in the
it
early
really
$20,000s.
Lowrider Euros came out.
Mhm.
They were just on the whole different game change. Like,
Oh, yeah.
we're gonna take a Honda Civic,
Yep.
cut it, and we're gonna put some pumps in it.
Like I remember as one car club in Utah, and it was like, God, I don't know, 95, 94, maybe 96. It was before I had my daughter. So like 96, 90, 95. But he had a Honda Accord and it was all decked out. Candy paint, graphics, everything. It had all gold center Dayton's on it one moment. And then the next week later, it had 18-inch 5 stars, low pros and low pro white walls. And he's like, this is how they doing in Cali now. Bigger rims, smaller tires. I was like, that shit look dumb. You know, and I was young, you know, I was like trying to build my little lowrider bike. I was like, man, that shit's whack. And then I saw that, and then sure enough, it took on. Then you got bigger wheels, bigger 26s, 30s.
Always
all
bigger.
that.
Always bigger.
So-
What up, Nico?
What up? Nico's our number one fan.
Yep.
Super number
Definitely.
one.
Is that right?
fan.
Yeah, that food's
You
been,
Oh, yeah.
gotta
He's-
shout out to number one.
yeah, that food's been,
Yeah,
been on
Gotta
it
love that.
since from the start.
Yep.
Never
Yeah,
forget.
he's
your
building
number one.
he's building a Pathfinder right now and a 6-door Ford.
Yo.
Oh, and his Frontier.
Yeah.
I think he
Hold
still
So,
has
I'm
okay,
breaking-
let's
I'm breaking
let's
out the picture.
let's break
I'm
out
breaking out a picture, bro,
the-
because I
throughout
hope I brought it.
yeah throughout the night. Before we're gonna be touching on and off on some of his photos.
Yeah, we got it.
We're gonna make the camera girl do it.
Yeah, our camera
Oh, here.
profesh,
Ah, the fucking
the
profession.
profesh.
This is gonna go real
We're gonna
good.
find it.
Well, 'cause I can't watch it at the same time.
I know. Neither can we. I just did it with the picture of Chappie.
Here we
I know,
go.
we're all
This-
handy.
Hey, this is the scene I want to show. So if I'm gonna pass this around to them real quick. Amigo on 3s. You know what I'm saying? That's how Utah was getting down. People don't
And
know.
that was at that
People-
time.
People don't know, man.
That was at the
Go ahead.
time. And
Oh, my bad.
Both.
It's the
Just
same
do
one.
both. Go
It's the
towards
same
me,
one.
babe. Towards me,
That thing was
towards me.
crazy. That was a crowd
way.
favorite. I don't even know who the owner
Stay right
is.
there.
Maybe somewhere in Salt Lake knows.
Let's see if it. Hang on. No.
Oh,
stay.
there's
No,
a delay.
stay.
There's a delay.
No, you had it.
you had it.
Come towards. No.
Go up a little bit.
No. Listen to Mike. Yeah, go up. Don't pay attention to the TV. Don't pay
Yeah.
attention to the TV.
Right there.
Seeing that fifth wheel too, that spare,
Yeah.
you know, on there. That was always my thing. I mean, you check out my ride right now. I got a spare put in the trunk. You know,
And that's crazy because
Yeah.
that was something different at its time. So like at
What
its
up,
time
Dylan?
at its time when somebody brought out the fucking tracker.
The tracker
Yeah.
Suzuki
The
Samurai.
worst part is
You
I
know?
know where there's a stock one.
No way.
No way.
Uh-huh.
No shit. An
Stock
Amigo.
unmolested.
Stop playing.
Just
Watch
sitting
out,
there
Kev, like,
rotting away.
Wait, stop playing, man.
No.
Maybe project number
It's sitting there.
What up, Dylan?
I can pick it up and have somebody build it.
It's sitting in his backyard. He got it gifted from his dad, and
Yeah.
he rolled it into the backyard, and that's where it's
Oh,
been sitting.
That's where it's
Oh,
just
yeah.
been set. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
family.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
he's like, I
that-
know right where it's at.
Yeah, but that's, dude. I don't
It's
know.
probably still
He's not
sitting there.
parting
I
with
just
that.
wonder if he'll even give it up.
Well, I already know he was selling the Nissan.
Oh yeah,
That's why he hit me up.
So tell me about y'all, man. How
Yeah,
what
we
what
just-
do y'all got
We
with the
just,
cars?
he has his.
Nope, you.
No, I
I can do my own talking.
I gotta ask.
I can do my own talking.
Oh,
Let's
shit.
listen to you
I
sing
no,
the tip here.
no. I have two cars. I got two Mazdas. I have a
Two?
yard 3, but the other one's a parts truck. They don't do anything with like life has got me right now, so I'm kind of like But
I heard
I
that.
am gonna pull out the convertible for a show because I did. I did. We were at low down in Laughlin and we're walking around and somebody said something. I go, yeah, I'm gonna take my truck out to the show. And
Okay.
this fool put his hands up and was like, I'm not gonna fucking do it.
That's my yo, chap. That's my dog, man. I see you. That's my nigga. I'll quote it. That's my boy right there. Did you see the picture though, bro? I hope
No,
you did.
no, I sent it to him.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
Okay.
he messaged
Oh, he
me.
messaged you.
Yep.
I thought he was watching,
No,
man.
he wasn't.
Either way, that's my boy. That's my nigga.
Yeah, so like
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
I have a lot of lawn art. I have a lot of lawn art right but like life's got me. I
Two.
just gotta,
right now.
right now, I just
And
gotta
that's
go
fine,
get
though.
that.
No, 24 has gotten him
Mhm.
hard. It's gotten me hard. Like it's not a
It's
joke.
been-
Like
it's been
we're
hectic, bro.
struggle
Yeah.
I hear
busting
you.
big time.
I hear you,
And then
man.
me buying a house and stuff
Yeah.
last year, and it's just
Yeah.
been boom, 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 trying, and then fighting with the city. HOA.
Hey, for those that don't know, those are called priorities.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fucking priorities.
Yeah, but some
See, when
people
I
get
built my
stupid.
caddy, 16, 17,
Yeah.
every paycheck went to the fucking car.
Yeah.
Like this was everything
But
to
right
me.
now,
But
everybody
now,
else-
nah.
Try doing that with 5 kids.
Yeah.
Right.
And me with no kids.
Try doing that with no kids.
Yeah, I got no kids.
You
I
know?
got no
I watch
kids.
him do it.
I mean, many will
Yeah.
just choose to live out of that car.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
fuck a house. I don't
Yeah,
need no
like-
house.
Yeah, like right now, everyone's like, "Oh, why don't you drive it?" No, it'll sit there. Like,
Yeah.
it'll sit there.
You have till Suffered.
Yeah, I got till and December. Yeah, for Wicked Creations.
That's
But
wild, man.
it's just they sit there, and then I'm trying to just finish them up. And right now, the convertible rat rod style, and then we're gonna cut the.
What are we cutting?
We're cutting. Well, the back of my bed, the original one,
Oh,
has
yeah.
super lights.
A
So,
walkthrough?
No, it has
No.
super lights.
So his old bed on
fucked up.
the blue truck got rear-ended.
Okay.
Not hard, just enough where
it buckled.
Crease.
buckled it, and I was like, no, fuck this. We're
So
gonna
Buckled
cut-
on the wheel
Yeah.
wells.
We're just gonna cut it off,
And then I'll hang
and
it up
then
in the
it's
house.
literally he's gonna have the tailgate,
Nice.
side beds, and
Nice.
it's just gonna
Wall
on the
art.
wall.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because it's got super lights.
Or a couch. I've
Yeah,
seen
and-
how
and-
people turn them into couches.
Yeah,
That shit's pretty
see,
dope.
There we go. And it has super lights. So I'm
Right.
just like, boom, put it up.
Okay.
And
and
if
I
I
have
can
a
figure out how
whole-
to wire them in, so they
Okay.
kind of like,
And have a whole nother bed.
I like that.
So I have a whole
yeah,
nother
he's got a
bed.
whole stock
I
floor.
like to see that.
Yeah. So I'm just like literally trying to build 2 trucks at once, and all like it's hectic. And then the Mazda is just like the convertible. Everyone's like, oh, I want to go. Everyone right now is like, I want a convertible. I want a convertible. I want a convertible. Fucking try driving that in an
In Arizona?
weather
Shit.
at 115.
The
Even with a ball cap on, and you're fucking sitting there in traffic, and you're just burning,
burnt.
and you can smell the plastic.
You can smell your scalp burning.
You can smell the plastic on the
See?
inside just burning. You're like, that smell is just the plastic. All the original plastic in there just burning.
That's why you got to get a fro, dog.
Yeah.
You in the shade 24/7.
Oh, only when it rains. Fucking put the umbrella. It's my mom used to tell me. My mom goes, "Are you gonna drive that with the umbrella when it rains?" I go, "I fucking have to." And one
Yeah.
time I drove, no umbrella, just fucking driving from R.H. Johnson. On Grand, where the trains are.
Okay.
All the cars
The
are
most
at?
of the trains,
Yeah,
yeah.
right
if you
there.
don't want to get caught behind them
So
fuckers.
right there, dude, it was just pouring, and I'm just like,
I
And I'm
know,
like,
I know,
cool.
I know somebody that did
Mad
that.
at the world.
Not gonna put names out there, but yeah.
and then Bearded Beauty.
Yeah.
Names.
Go ahead.
04 Silverado single cab. Fuck that truck, mistress.
Okay.
We have now officially named her Violet. She is not purple.
Okay.
She's
She is
She's
white.
violent.
She is violent as shit.
Yes.
She put both of us into the wall.
Okay.
Uh,
Does a mind of her own behind the wheel?
Yes.
Mhm.
Christine.
They got
Yes.
slippery.
Yeah. Dog. Okay. All right. So I had only heard of this movie and I turned it on like I think last night.
And
And I was like,
So you've
yeah. I
never
was like,
seen
what the
that
fuck? I've never finished. I gotta finish it. So
Yeah.
that's the task for this weekend is to
Oh,
watch Christine.
Oh, you
That's
gotta
my
watch
We
truck.
got like 20 minutes in. Was it last night? Yes.
Yeah.
So,
That's my truck.
dude, that
My
shit's
truck is
wicked, man. I
literally
was like,
so-
what the fuck?
And 2 weeks later, we were at the
No,
show.
not even 2 weeks. It was.
Fine.
I was done. I was so mad. Like
Yeah.
Nope.
I was going down. I was going down the street. Came out of an
You
apartment
literally
complex,
just
dropped
got-
my kid off, and we were going towards the frontage road. And I had 2 options. Like I was like, I let off the gas, and we're still accelerating. I'm like, so I hit
That's
the brake.
swirly.
That's creepy.
Hit the brake, and I was like,
What the
we're
fuck?
not slowing down. Like I can feel the truck still trying to go forward. And I was like, there's a wall here. I'm gonna try to send this up the front. Like I'm out of real estate. I'm out of decisions. Like, I'm
Mhm.
gonna try to send it. Turn the wheel, felt the tires kick loose. I was like, we're going into the wall. Jersey wall, whole thing.
Holy shit.
Boom,
That
whole
was
thing.
all
She
they-
was in the fetal position, ducking,
We got
covering.
seatbelts on.
And you're not putting it
And
up
mind
yourself?
you,
No.
Kev.
Oh,
we
keeping it
built the
bitch.
whole thing in a week.
I made that motherfucker rebuilt.
Yeah, we
Okay.
built the whole thing in a week.
I
That's
get a
what's
phone
up.
call. It's like the day of my birthday, turning 40, and I get a phone call.
No, it was the day after. It was a little bit after.
Yeah, because we had the
Yeah.
show.
Yep.
And all of a sudden I go, hey man, we'll do this. I was getting ready. It's gonna try to throw a party and do all this shit. And all of a sudden, I get a phone call from one of his baby mamas, and they're like, he got in an accident. He fucking put the truck in the wall. And I was like,
shit.
what the fuck?
Right.
I literally, so when we tagged the wall, it went up the Jersey wall. We were sideways. Truck was still running. Put it in, I put it in reverse, drove backwards down the frontage road, went back into the neighborhood backwards, all the way into the apartment complex, put it in drive, pulled into baby mama's parking spot right there, turned the truck off. I was like, holy shit, this did not just happen.
I'm bleeding.
She's bleeding. She's got a busted nose, bleeding out everywhere. And I'm just like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
She's just over there, just like,
dude, I pull up and I'm just like, oh shit. And I'm like, how bad is it? And I look and I'm like, okay, fuck. And he's like, yeah,
didn't bust the radiator.
Okay.
Didn't fuck anything up.
Just kind of the tire kind of rode the wall.
It rode up.
But it did tweak the frame.
Yeah, it tweaked the frame only right where the Z was.
Okay.
So we have to with the body drop, you have to lower the frame. And then the hood was fucked, the fender was fucked, the radiator support was fucked, the bumper was fucked. It was awful. It was just bad all around. And we got it. We got it home on a trailer, and I was just like, I'm looking at it. I'm like, holy fuck.
How the fuck?
Like, we are like, no, this isn't gonna happen. And she convinced me, cool, no, we're gonna do it. And I'm like,
He
That's what's up though. That's that love. That's that love where
so
you're just like, I can't
he starts taking it apart.
Yeah.
He starts taking it apart.
Yeah, we start stripping it apart the next morning. Hoods off,
Kev.
fenders off, the whole 9 yards.
Oh shit.
That's the next day.
Right. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
so,
joke.
Oh,
That's my side.
So
Give us
they
the girl
literally
that was like,
did.
Did you die? But did you die?
But did
Yeah.
you die?
Yeah, but
That's a great sticker.
yeah, no, and then
Yeah, when we went to Pies.
And that's
no,
it,
so
but did
he's
you
asking
die?
me, he's like, how fuck is it? Like, does it still run? Like, does it drive dog style? Like,
Yeah.
are we, what are we doing?
Yeah.
And then,
Mhm.
and so he's like, I was like, no, dude, it runs fine. And he's like, shut the fuck up. I was like, no, get in, let's go.
Because
So we're going down Phoenix. We're going down 7th Street
Just
with
mob
a
it.
fender, radiator support, no headlights, no bumper, no passenger fender, nothing.
Because I'm
Just
telling him, I
going.
go,
Really
hey,
drive,
can I
trying to get a feel for it.
because he's
Right.
like,
Are you going down the road this way or are you
No.
straight?
yeah, was
straight.
straight as a dog.
What
Dude,
the
just straight as a
Yeah.
dog. Even after.
See, y'all gotta see the pictures.
And what's crazy is, oh, what up, fucking Juan? I didn't know. You know Juan too?
Juan.
Fucking Juan.
Made my cutout.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice. So fucking I ended up like, dude, and we drive around, get back, and I'm like, well,
It's one of those. It's one of those. You go like
Just
this.
fucking, what the
you're
fuck?
looking at it. It's
Yeah.
Like, dude, you're fucked.
You cannot believe what you're
I-
seeing.
I-
You're going
Right.
straight down the
Right.
fucking road. How the fuck is
It
this?
was
What?
body. It was all body.
Yeah, it was all
and
the
then
front.
when he starts getting the whole front end put back together, him and her were just literally boom ham dogging it.
Yeah, we were outside
they
all
were
fucking
wild.
I
summer.
literally live outside.
Yeah.
They were coming in just.
What up, Jeremy?
Damn,
I'm
that's
like, what
wild.
did I do?
Yeah, they got it all done.
Yeah. And then
Cruise to the Pines.
so we started hanging around with Freaks. Freaks gave me the idea because the front of it.
What up, Jeremy?
Kind of cattywampus. I got a different hood, set the hood on it, and the hood was like way off.
Mhm.
It was way off on one side, and then it was way over on one side. I was like, what the
It
fuck is
doesn't
going on?
close, just clamp
It, no, it just over
It was
over the latch,
It's on
just
this
completely.
side.
And I was
Oh,
like,
and
what the
forward.
fuck?
But-
Forward
I was
over
like,
your laps.
But what doesn't make sense, Wade, is when he did the cross measurement,
Mhm.
everything's
It all
still
lined
lined
up.
So
up.
everything measured out, but the cab
Was slightly off.
was a quarter to a half inch off. So I loosened all my cab bolts,
That's wild.
and I was like, I'm out here by myself. I'm like, how the fuck am I going to do this? So I took the cab where the cab is and the bed mount on the frame, and I couldn't get a 2x4 in there. So I was like, well, I loosened everything up, and I just took a big ass hammer and just started wailing that motherfucker, and it just
Open that bitch up.
And
Open
I-
that up.
put the hood back on,
Not down.
latch shut. I was like, fuck it, good enough for me.
Fuck yeah.
We had the bed in the fucking.
Yeah, we had the bed in
driveway
the bed in the driveway
forever. We
forever
got
because
fined for the bed in the
we
driveway.
fucked the bed up because we went up the wall. It got cracks and all the Bondo bodywork that happened.
Fucking Bondo.
And I was just like,
Fucking
fuck, man.
Fucking Bondo.
I was
Bondo's
like,
like a pawn
oh.
shop. It's your best and worst
Hey.
friend.
It is your best.
You know what I'm saying?
Just look from the bottom.
Oh, shit,
Bondo's a
Hi,
pawn
Brian.
shop.
It is your best.
I see you, Brian.
But what's crazy is like
It's love and hate relationship
Oh,
with
yeah.
Bondo.
But so
Like, should we Bondo it or should we plate it?
Yeah, so I've got my before. It's got. I was assuming transmission issues. They pointed. One of my friends pointed me in a different direction to the ignition.
Don't LS anything.
No, don't do it. But he
Don't
pointed me
ever
into a
LS
different
it.
direction.
Really?
So literally before we came, I was like, okay, I already know what I'm looking for. So I dropped the part of the bottom part of the steering column, the little cover. And I grabbed the stupid little switch and I pull it down. I'm like, this is off. I'm like, this doesn't make sense. So I flip it forward. I put it back in. I was like, couldn't get a gear. Okay, cool. Pull it down one. It's got like a gear on the top.
Right.
And so I pull it down just one, put it back in. Cool, I got gears. But when I pulled it out, all the teeth were, I was like, motherfucker. I was like, you got to be shitting me. So tomorrow, I'm going to try test driving it and see if I have second, third, fourth, fifth, all my gears again. And then I have a steal of a deal of a, what is it, 03? Yeah, 03 S10.
Okay.
It's hers.
It's in the backyard.
Yeah, mine's in the
Yeah,
back.
yeah, she has an 03 S10 extended cab.
Okay.
The gentleman,
Okay. That's Tim's
the
going
gentleman
on.
passed away.
Mhm.
It became a real estate or an estate sale that they were trying to avoid. I got pictures of it. It's buried in mounds
They
of
look like garbage.
crap,
It's
like
showing
Fucking
him.
trees
can't-
growing through the center
no,
of
you
it and
can't.
shit.
No, it's just stuff everywhere. It took,
Like a hoarder.
It took our club
Like
45 minutes to
Okay.
unbury
Get
it.
it out.
of
So
the
it's like
shit.
like hoarder status, like they just covered it all up. Our
The
camera.
bed wasn't on
Brad.
it. None of
You
that
should,
stuff.
you should see her camera skills.
That's what's up.
This is not
Fucking like this, like Michael J. Fox.
We're not talking about my camera. We're talking about their camera skills. I didn't take these photos,
You should-
motherfucker.
That's
Ask,
dope.
ask her Laughlin.
But yeah,
Ask her
so
Laughlin
we
how.
got that. We got it for a steal of a deal. It's literally custom frame, front's already bagged, the whole 9 yards. The rear's not. I was like, okay. After we started unraveling things, we're getting boxes of
We didn't
fucking
even
just
know the bed was
parts.
gonna fit.
I'm like, what the fuck? The bed's sitting outside on the driveway. I'm like,
It's like a giant model.
truck's
You have to put
locked.
back
The
together.
truck-
I got you.
That.
I got you.
And
You're
then- so
piecing it
we
together.
get the
What up,
trucks
Brandon?
loaded up. And I'm like, cool, we got everything loaded up.
What you
Fuck, we
doing,
gotta
Brandon?
Get this bed on. Get the bed on, set the bed on. Bed's
They're fucking
Perfect.
running in the
Perfect.
driveway.
Good fit.
perfect.
Hoping it'll
That's
fall the
great.
trailer
Yeah.
on the truck.
Yeah.
And it fucking fits like a glove.
That's
Yeah,
dope.
we were like perfect. So that's sitting in the backyard. That's gonna get built this winter.
Before
Okay.
April.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be
Mid-April.
running. It's gonna be running and driving by April.
Mid-April.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna get a bigger motor. I'm not gonna disclose anything other than that. On
Yeah,
live
but it's
TV.
not going to be
I
an
feel like that on
LS.
live
It's
TV.
got a-
What up,
it's got a-
Brandon?
Yeah,
Secrets.
It's got a 2.2 in there right now, so that thing is dog shit, and that little truck needs to get out of the way. She needs to keep up with everybody.
I gotta keep up with him.
Like, it,
Motherfucker.
Well-
the guy that's gonna out.
I have no speedo. I have no tack. I have temperature.
fucking mom.
That is it.
I gotta be the one they pull over, not him.
Yeah. So I'm just
Mhm.
like, no, we're gonna put a bigger motor. We're gonna keep it traditional to 03.
Okay.
Back mini truck status. That's
I
all
like
I'm gonna
I
put
like
out
that.
there.
I like that.
And then
It's gonna be pink.
yeah, it's gonna be ridiculously pink.
Think of pink. Think
Hot
of
pink.
pink.
Hot pink or
No.
like a soft
No,
pink?
it's gonna be a
Soft
soft
I
pink,
want a fucking
but
baby
it's gonna
pink.
have
Soft
a
pink.
lot of
Pink Panther.
hot pink.
No,
like-
like
No.
soft, softer.
No, because
Because that's more candy.
Don't
Yeah,
say
but-
that, 'cause I'm not set on that.
but Kev,
Fucking baby
you
I know
you,
what pink
you
you're
remember
talking about.
you remember
We
the
almost
lowrider.
think it's peach.
You remember the Pink Panther lowrider
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
No.
So
No.
oh shit.
You're showing more photos.
No, I'm not
so
showing any
so
photos.
so
I'm on
so
live.
that color of the Pink Panther lowrider.
Mm-hmm.
Think of that like that
In a
that
truck,
pop,
S10.
that big pop, but more like flaky, like boat status.
I like that. Just
So that's where they're
heavy
trying to
fucking
like.
flake.
Me and him have because we painted my Frontier,
That was the last one
We-
I actually.
label it fast boat.
Okay,
Oh, dude.
I like that.
Yeah.
I told him, please remember what you mixed because I'm just spraying.
Nope.
Ugly baby.
Nope. You ain't
we-
color matching that
How
paint
many did
job
I
for
put in there?
shit.
He's like, I don't know. I wasn't
Dude, that
counting.
whole
Neither was
fucking-
I. Let's keep going.
How many cups of fucking flake?
Dude,
When he was done spraying, the whole fucking garage looked like a stripper farted in the
Like,
garage.
yeah,
My lady
just
would have fucking
glitter
loved
fucking
So, like,
everywhere.
that. Marie would have loved that shit. She always calls it. She's like, "Look, maybe it's sparkling." She knows it's flakes,
Yeah,
but it's
but
always
dude,
sparkling.
but
She's like, "It's so
just-
pretty. It's
just picture
sparkling."
that, dude, and it's just like in
Right.
the air, and then before you walk out, it look like you went to a stripper
Fucking
pole.
A. He said refill.
Before you
I
look
like
like you went
that.
to a stripper pole.
Oh no, yeah,
I love
that
it.
was,
I
it was
love
so
it.
gnarly. Like we stopped
That's
spraying,
dope.
we just kind of stepped back by the door, and I was just like, you could see all the fucking. I was like,
But it was
holy
blue.
shit.
It was straight out.
It was gnarly. It was definitely
It
gnarly.
had soul glow on the walls.
Yeah, and then that truck got passed around. That truck, after he sold it, it got passed around.
Ugh,
Yeah,
that's
it went to
nasty.
Prescott. It stayed in
Nasty
Prescott for.
You know how it goes.
It's
Dude. Like,
nasty.
yeah,
stayed-
So that's
Yeah,
why I
it
didn't
stayed
sell
in
my
Prescott.
caddy in Utah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
stayed in Prescott
Nah.
for 2 to 3 years.
what up,
Then
Maria?
it went to.
Oh shit. Yes, he's your favorite comedian, but he knows cars.
Shout
But
out,
he
Marie.
knows cars. So your Lincoln that you're driving right now that is parked outside,
It is.
which is sick as fuck. Like,
Yes.
how many pumps you got in that thing?
I got 2 pumps.
2 pumps.
Two
How many
pumps,
batteries?
6 batteries, 8
10
solenoids. Nope, four switches, front, back, side,
That's
lay and
it.
play. Lay and play.
Okay.
But my dumb ass,
You hop
I
that
potato hop it here and there.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So
Ah.
I potato chip it.
Yeah. Is it
Yes.
reinforced?
It's not nothing like my caddy would.
No?
No, because it's lay and play, man. And
Oh,
all
so
them,
it's
and
not-
all them old frames, So shout out Frank's Custom Hydraulics. He put all that shit in. I gave him my idea, and he was like, "Man, I'm gonna work it." Because if you know the Lincoln Continental, the trunk, the gas tank goes pretty much straight through the fucking truck.
Yeah.
Yep.
It goes, yeah.
So he was like, "What do you want?" I told him. He said, "I'm gonna run it because I don't want you to have 4 batteries." So yeah, when we pop the trunk, you'll see it. It
Yeah,
looks fucking amazing. He did. I mean, it's Frank. So
Oh yeah. Well, Frank,
Oh, yeah,
shout out to Frank.
I mean,
Frank
Frank does
is,
amazing work.
you know what I
he is
mean?
known
Like
for the lowrider
he
scene,
did that.
doing some
I gave him
shit.
the concept, and he ran it. And fucking when I saw it, I was like, "Holy shit, fuck yeah!" Because I'm real big on the 5th wheel. Like I gotta have a spare.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
have to a functional full spare, not just for looks.
Yeah.
Like I take the motherfucker. If I get a flat, I take it out and I put the motherfucker on the car. Like fuck. I learned that.
I need to have a spare. I fuck around and find out too much. I live in Phoenix. I run over shit.
The fucking
No.
tires be cooking off the rim. Like
That's-
it's hot, motherfucker.
Dude, and on top of that, how many lowriders out there only have the 5th wheel, but it's only for display?
Right, or a continental kit. It's
but
for
it's
the
only
look.
display. Yeah, it's
Right.
not. It's
The
not
bumper
actual-
kit,
yeah.
just the hubcap.
Just
and
that, and
the-
that's it,
yeah, it's
yeah.
a frame. It looks. I
But
was
yours
disappointed
is-
in my first booty kit I got
Oh,
on my
shit.
caddy. I was like, "This ain't even a fucking real tire." Like fucking Cadillacs, just for
Fuck.
looks, motherfucker.
You're like, damn, dude, you open it and you're like,
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
shit.
because you drop it down, to put
Yeah, and then
the
it comes-
gas and the
yeah.
plate behind the plate or whatnot.
Oh,
And they're
I
like,
miss those.
Okay, I never noticed that when I was a kid, but now that I have one, that's different. So yeah. But yeah, man. So I call it Intercontinental. It's fucking
and you just
my
rip
baby. It's been one of that year make model was another one of my childhood dreams. So I'm just trying
out. So
to
you're just pretty much crossing off
the bucket list,
childhood
man.
dream cars.
Yeah.
See, I know
I'm
how you
running
feel.
out.
I
Yeah,
know how you
man.
feel. I've already crossed enough off mine.
Nope.
I got to drive. I got to own a BMW for
Mm-hmm.
like 3 days.
That's it, man. Just
Yo.
goals, man. I hit a goal. It's like running a race. You finish, you cross that finish line. Now what? So I hit one. I shout out to Chappie again. I heard him when he mentioned that show where he built the one truck and sold it, and then entered another show.
Yeah.
And it fucking his goal is always to make his next car better than his next.
Yeah.
But that motherfucker won. He was like,
He's
"What the fuck? I built that. How did it bend this? How did I lose to myself?" Man, I was laughing
And then-
a little too hard today when I was listening to that.
No, I mean,
But that's
it's a
just
valid
it, and that's why. Just like when I was selling my 80 Cadillac that I dubbed Fat Lack, anyone that in Utah is watching, that motherfucker back in his day was the dopest Cadillac by far in that fucking state.
And then you ended up.
And I
that's
sold
crazy
that in
because-
2000. I sold that in 2000, and I
Sold it.
refused to sell it in anyone that lived in the state
point.
because I was like,
Oh.
"Fuck no! If I see it, I'm keying the paint."
Yep. I don't want to see it
Because that's
It
my
needs to
theory.
be gone.
Like, hey, I came up with the concept. I didn't spray it. I'm not trying to own
Yeah.
shit I didn't do, but
Yeah.
that's my blood, sweat, and effort on the job. So, but yeah, man, I sold that and it got flipped in Indiana.
Yeah, in a little bit.
Okay.
Let's do.
I would do it. I would do it now.
All right, we're gonna take a break, guys, and we'll see you in a few.
Taking a
minutes.
break.
right, guys, and we're back now. Back. Yeah. So we are back with Kev the All-Star, and we're just sitting here chiming and talking about good old days and photographs that we are going to go through throughout the rest of the night.
Better hurry up.
I know, right?
You're running out of
I
time.
know I'm running out of time. But
She ain't wrong either.
I know, camera professional over there. So what like your lack let's see the
I'll
lack.
pass you the whole-
Let's
pass you the whole fucking stack, and then you can choose.
and then let's see.
The pictures are in the back. For
Here,
the old
we're-
school.
some loose
I mean, we can talk about
That
the
one's-
Lincoln.
that
We
one's
can
a
talk
loose
about
one.
the town cars. We can, as long as they,
let's
and not obviously not all those in there are mine.
no.
Need a cerveza?
Dude, who's this? No,
No, I'm good for a minute.
Who's this that with?
That motherfucker goes hard, don't it?
Who's this
So
that?
if you notice, that matched my caddy. So anything pearl white and tan, I don't know whose that was, but he would pop up at different shows.
Dude, that's a
And
chop
man,
ass fucking
That
top. Look at
motherfucker's chop top, extend, dual axles, long
that's
bed.
fucking tandem right
It's
there.
crazy.
These are badass pictures. Like a lot of people don't notice that. Like these are camera lady
Prehistoric.
Oh, God.
Prehistoric.
The fat lap.
prehistoric. So let's look at his
So I got
fat
the
lap.
83,
Look here.
changed up the front end
All right.
on that.
So look at that one.
You know, put the 83 strip down. That was an 80 caddy.
And this primered one
Phantom
is the
top.
same one, right?
Same one. Yeah,
Same
that's
one.
at the paint
So
booth.
we'll do those.
So, you know, just like showing, you know, so you guys say, you know, sometimes it's just,
Michael,
you know, I've just always never been afraid to show up by myself, you know, without a club, whatever at times.
Stay right there.
How long
Stay right
were
there.
you without a club before you got in the lowrider shop?
Yep.
That's his fat lack that he had in Utah, hardest lack in the world.
Fat lag, 1980 Coupe de Ville d'Elegance.
And was
That
that
83 strip down
was
the
that a
hood.
pump? Was that pumped up too?
That was 4 pumps, 12 batteries, 16 switches.
Fuck.
Yeah, I was way too young and had no fucking right
that's-
owning a
that's process,
system like that. It was a pro hopper,
So you were
whammy
just straight
banger,
out just,
yeah.
That one?
But still couldn't really work the switch fully,
Bottom.
like, you know. But hey, I did my thing and then had to cut it down to 10 because I was like, what the hell do you need 16 switches for? You know what I mean? Because that's a
okay.
dancer,
Yeah.
you know,
yeah.
with 16 switches.
But
It was
did
for
you ever,
show.
Did you ever think about did you ever fucking just sit there? And,
I would fuck with it. Yeah, I broke shit constantly. Yeah, blew out the O-rings nonstop. Broke ball joints, bushings. Yeah, yeah. I went a little hard on that.
and the pictures
And
right
then
here
we
that
shaved.
we're
We
going-
shaved. Yeah, we
Both,
shaved.
if you can.
Shaved the turn signals off the front clip. Shaved the hood not the hood ornament, the front antenna.
And
Did
one-
them
one of your-
French tip antennas
one of your
in the
homies.
back.
One of your homies.
Yeah, Scott Davis and Troy Grow. I'll say their names.
And they
They
damn,
still-
dude. So they
we
did
still
some
cool,
pretty
yeah.
phenomenal work there.
Yeah, you know, that's obviously that Mako paint job sanded
hey.
down, and then we
Yep.
put the Toyota, the Lexus Pro White over.
Oh, okay.
It was sick, man. We put crazy graphics through it. It was
And
24
this
karat
at the
gold.
time, and
Oh, Dan's on.
oh shit. Oh yeah. Speaking of lowriders, how you were at the show. That man was there
Yeah,
at
man.
the same show with his truck.
In
Dan,
Las
send
Vegas?
me a
10.
message.
A blue S10.
I guarantee I've seen it.
Yeah, it was
especially
called
if you
it's
lined
a
up with everyone.
Lowberry.
Loadberry.
Or no, Burberry.
Burberry.
Dan, which one is it? Lowberry or Burberry? Burberry.
Lowberry.
My money's on Burberry.
Yeah, I didn't say Lowberry.
I've probably seen it.
Burberry.
I've probably seen it.
I'm
Lowberry.
gonna say Burberry.
He got a
Come
bed
on, Dan.
lift. He got a bed lift.
No.
Okay,
But
'cause
we do.
I was checking out a lot of the bed lift trucks.
I think there's a few people I know that have some bed lifts.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I mean, I could
But
find Dan.
it's-
I could find Dan on here real quick.
It's different. It's a big difference of like when like bed lifts from back then were very like different from.
Send Chappie a picture of JP's truck.
Oh,
just
Oh,
to
shit.
just to make him laugh a little bit and
So-
go down
Which one
memory
is
lane.
Is
Well,
is it the loose one?
Yeah, that's the loose one.
Oh, hold on, I
There's
got it
a
in my
better
hand.
one of it though somewhere.
Got the
Oh,
loose
no
one.
way.
There's the loose one in my hand. And what's crazy is because mini trucking has been around.
It's a long time.
No, not yet. If you want to show this one,
Is it at? I
camera.
was trying to show a picture of the fat lack once it was like done.
No.
No, this is a different.
Well, she can't reach.
Ah, damn it. Hold on.
What one are you trying to show?
That one, yeah.
There you go.
And then here's another.
All the digital pictures, or you can go to my Instagram and check out the Lincoln that's parked outside.
Yeah.
So this is funny. This is a funny story right here. So can you see that little paint chip right there?
Yeah.
You see that?
Yeah.
So that's what happens when you let me show up on the scene. So we were rushing to get it done because that day we sprayed, got it all done, and we were putting it back together. And that's the That's the threshold of the carpet to put down in the door jamb.
Yeah.
And I'm screwing them in. I got down and the painter and body guy is on the other side. They said, "What the fuck was that?" I said, "Nothing."
See,
So we had to hurry and spray that because we shaved the rocker panels off it. Because I didn't. If anybody knows caddies, especially 80 coupes, a lot of people 90 them out. So Euro clip, the front whole headlight. They change out the front end, the back end, and then do the 4-door moldings on the side.
Yeah,
I never wanted that. That was huge, and it's still huge today. I like the front end and the back end, but I don't really care too much for the moldings, me personally, because I like the original look. But yeah, that sucked.
Damn,
because we're on a pressure. We had
that's
rolling that day of show.
That's how everybody does.
But
it
it got
before
fucking done and showed up. And
because right now we got
I think
people
I took first place that day. Actually.
First place. Yeah, because right now we got people during the
too.
season. Oh shit! Hell yeah! Shout out to Noel.
It's good times,
And what's
man.
crazy is like, shit, dude, fucking.
Noel's old school too.
A lot of the pictures he has are.
So
just,
that's my 81. So this motherfucker was a diesel. I bought that. I was 15, I think, when I bought this.
Okay, we got to show that.
So that was a diesel Coupe de Ville. It was white on white with the burgundy all red, baby. You know what's up. And a diesel plugged in. Y'all think Teslas are cool, man. I used to run a fucking power cord through my house and plug that bitch in the morning and mob it to high school. You know? I think it's the two.
The two of them, right?
Two tops, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So when I bought my rims for my Fat Lack, I had that, and we were about to do an engine overhaul. We were gonna redo the motor, and then homeboy was like, "Shit, to do that, man, we got to change out the transmission too, because if you do if you get rid of that diesel, you have to do the transmission." And he told me the price, and I was like, "I'm flipping this." So I got rid of that. Ended up finding my 80, and then the rest is history.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. And you got how many cars right now in your yard?
5 counting my ladies.
Okay,
but that's hers.
what years?
That's it.
So I got a 99.
That's it.
got a Lincoln. I got a Lincoln 99 town car Turtle. Bought that because I was still debating, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna fucking sell it. I bought it because I was gonna build a hopper. Got to fucking hanging out with Frank so much and talking all that shit. I was like, well, no, honestly, I was gonna regardless build a hopper. So I have a 2002, and that's how I got. We'll travel down the road of how I got in the lowrider style. I have a 2002 Lincoln Town Car also, but everyone knows that their frames are shit. So you want the 99.
Yeah.
So, and I call the Turtle the 2002 Jump Off, and I call it Jump Off the Slave Ship. And that kid has all kinds of, I'll let people's minds run, however, but I'm not a big fan of the 95. We're all slaves in some way, somehow. So, but also I want to bang that motherfucker. Yeah. Jump off, bitch. But anyway, so that's still just a rider. And then I got the 78 Lincoln Continental. I call Intercontinental. I'm going worldwide with it with my comedy, business shows, whatever. So pretty much everywhere. Yeah, man. Yeah, and I just love the name. How I came up and Juan built the crazy cutout, and we had to do a bunch of back and forth. Like, no, man, I want it like this, and he's like, this is the best we can do. And I was like, he's like, let me send it back to my guy, see what he do. Man, this motherfucker looks so fucking good. Mad props to Juan and Crazy Cut.
So if you need any wood cutouts,
you got to.
Juan is the man.
He is the man, man. And this thing just looks phenomenal. I can pull up a pic in my hood, showing at shows. It just looks real good, man.
So the club,
low rider style.
What year did you actually get in with them, or are they a club that's been around? So they're a club that's been around.
They've been around, so we're worldwide. The number of chapters skips my mind right now, but we are all over different countries, all over. Have 3 chapters here? Okay. Mesa, Glendale, Phoenix, and then we got Casa Grande, and we got not Prescott. What's Flagstaff?
Okay,
so
damn.
So we got some chapters just in Arizona, Phoenix, obviously the lead chapter. Yeah, so it was started by Hector out here in Phoenix. Okay, so cool. Yeah. So it's cool, man. Yeah, but it's wild how I got into it. I'll tell you like this. It's it's the community. Mm-hmm. So lowrider for me, just before the military, that's what I did. I started with bikes, BMXing, and then lowriding was that thing. We had gangs, we had just dumb shit, But then at the cars, it was like
didn't matter.
It didn't matter.
Did not matter.
So that's where it was like, even when times got wild, it was like, hey, motherfuckers, not around the rides, and people was like, all right, cool, let's go out in the parking lot, do dumb shit.
Yep.
But that's that. Got in the military, did my thing there, came out, I told you I wrecked that Caprice in January 11, 2011.
Thank you for
Didn't have, yeah, absolutely, man. And that was just doing some struggles, trying to refine myself, if you will.
Yep. Everybody's got to find themselves.
Yeah.
After different
like
shit,
dude.
you know. But again, I wanted, so I'll come back to that story, but it's wild because in Iraq we were doing a gas station raid, right? We rolled up in there, and my point man, we breached this door. And the thing is, as Marines, you just any combat arm, you never freeze in a doorway, right?
Nope.
And I'm right behind my point man, and he fucking breached through this door and fucking and I come through, and my radio guy, he's behind me, and we fucking boom, and he's like, "Holy fuck, are you looking at that?" I was like, "Move, motherfucker, do you see that though?" And we're both just standing in the doorway, and the radio guy, he's like, "What the fuck? Move, motherfucker, move." Luckily, there was no hostile threat in there, right?
Yeah, see.
What we're looking at is a fucking 96 Chevy Impala in this bitch in Iraq. And and he's from Houston, Texas. So we were both like, holy fuck. And we're in there taking photos. You know, we're supposed to be taking like
and that's
pics of
sitting in a
evidence
fucking
and
gas
shit.
station in
Sitting
Iraq.
inside of a garage in a fucking box
in
fucking
Iraq.
place in a gas station in Iraq, man. And
I
I was like, this is what I'm getting. So I found a 95 Impala. And when I opened the door panel fell off when I got back to Utah. And so I went and looked at this 93 Chevy Caprice Classic. And the second he pulled it out the garage, bro, I was like, that bitch is going home with me. Yeah. So that was mine for a couple years. You know, I called it Cloud 9, had some ideas to it, and then smashed that telephone pole. Luckily walked away with my life. So I didn't drive a car for like 10 years. Just did public transit thing. Moved out, got back out to Arizona. I was born here. And just kind of roaming around trying to figure shit out, and I'd start getting back into low ride and just going to shows and shit. And during some other times, downtimes, you know, trying to really figure out, I was like, what the fuck is going on in my life? What do I miss? Low riding. Yep. I was like, that's what the fuck I did before the Marine Corps. I had long hair and I fucking low rided. And I was like, I'm gonna buy a fucking car. I'm gonna build that bitch. And I shit you not, somebody had asked, what's the next car you're gonna build? I said, Lincoln. I was like, I thought you liked caddies and Impalas. I was like, I do, but I'm gonna go against my own fucking grade, and I'm gonna find me that Continental.
You have to.
So I went to I got booked at a fucking show, man. Shout out JP's Comedy Club. Got booked at a show, pulled up, and I shit you not, Lincoln Town Car, my Turtle, my O2, was sitting out there for sale side with the old fucking shoe polish marker on the window. I shit you not, just for sale. Walked in there, and you know, a car, you can pinpoint who owns what fucking car. Yeah. And usually you're like 98% right. Yeah. Sure enough, walked up, and that was it, man. He was like, and the dude was cool. He was like, shit, you can take it right now. You can take it for a week. I was like, you fucking kidding me? You don't even fucking know me.
But it was the contact. Yeah,
no, it was just
like,
in,
hey, you're a car dude, I know
4 years ago. Yeah. So anyway, so I had that, bought that. I had the rims from Johnny Lazoya. Anyone who hears that name, one of the writers for Lowrider, one of the original writers for Lowrider magazine. Yep. Bought the rims, the crowns, put them on, and then a gentleman at the time, I didn't know who the fuck this dude was. He posted on Lowrider OG site, and he said, "Hey, looking for some people to play Mexican cartel members in a movie." And so I hit this dude up since I've been in a couple films, right? So I hit him up. I said, "Hey, straight up, I'm not Mexican, but I've been called Dominican or Puerto Rican." Yeah. And he's like, he said, come audition, man. I put on my best fucking looks and showed up and boom, man, got the gig. And then I met Johnny, who's the president, fucking 65 Impala, president of Bowtie Family. He showed up. He was one of the cartel members as well. Fucking so all car shit, bro.
Just a bunch of lowrider dudes get together.
Fucking gold AK-47s and shit in the desert. Fucking bam, bro. It was dope. And the dude who was recruiting actually was Hector, the founder and creator of Lowrider Style. Oh, wow. So when I pulled up in my Lincoln, he was like, "Oh shit, you actually are a rider too. I thought you were just a fan on the page." I was like, and so we get to talking and whatnot. And anyway, fucking went to a show, whatever, and shit, man, it's just wild how things work out. And so next thing you know, they're holding their first annual stay off drugs or something like that, stay safe, stay sober show. And they hired me to do some comedy. And so I pulled up and we did the walk, and they're like, "Dude, your car's clean enough, man. If you're down, man, we'd love to have you fly a plaque." And it's been on ever since, man.
So, oh shit.
And that was what,
So
2002?
Is
It
it
was like
different?
towards the end of the pandemic.
All right,
2002, 2003.
So is it different from the
22.
22.
Yeah.
It was like 22.
but is it different from the
No, it had to be 21 because I've had the town car for 3 years.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
So,
right
okay.
in the middle.
Town car, I went town car, Impala, and then my Continental.
Where it
So
might settle down, but it's not settled down.
so like in
Right.
the middle?
It was big, right?
there's still people walking around
Yeah.
wearing
Yeah.
masks.
So
It
with
was like,
with you doing that, meeting
Maybe
him
not.
meeting him at that film
Yes.
set, and then it just took a few days. Like there was no petitioning. They were like, hey,
No.
ride or-
So before that day, before he said fly the
Yeah.
plaque, whatever, I had sat with the club a few times. We went to a couple of their meetings. Same with Johnny.
like a hang around.
Because he was before Bowtie, right?
Okay.
They were trying to recruit him as well. And we've sat in on a couple meetings and, I listened to their spill and, started my own car club years ago, but I also rode with Uso, right?
Everybody
So I'll
does,
say
right?
that. So
Yeah.
I started the caddy. I was with Uso back in Salt Lake. And no, nothing on them or any club really, because everyone does their own thing.
Yep.
But sometimes the politics of things or, different obligations and rules and regulations that different people got, and that's fine.
Yep.
That's all good. But as I heard Robert, he came on the
Yeah.
scene, said, "What's up, our president?"
Yeah.
I listened to his spill, man, and it just really resonated with me, that family first. And I when he said, open up the floor for any questions, I said, hey, I'm not 16 no more. My car is not my fucking priority. I got bills. I got family.
See, and
I
that's,
got fucking priorities. And if this club has to be first,
Nope.
I'm cool
Yeah,
being a solo rider.
That's a no-no.
100%.
See, and
I'm
that's-
cool
and
being
that's-
solo,
and
bro.
That's where I'm at.
And I've been fucking rolling with them since, man.
See,
And so
and that's good.
it's dope, bro.
And that's why apparently,
I guess that's
where we're at. Just saying.
Yeah,
You know?
because it's
hard decision, man, because fuck, you grow to love it's like your family in these clubs, man.
I had my own club so
it was.
he was hanging out with me. I was a nobody. I was fucking
already in a
nothing.
club.
He was already in a club,
Mhm.
and then he was hanging out with me at Pine. Cruise of the Pines is the demise. Don't ever go to Pines with me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Don't
it's
ever
always.
do
Now hold on.
It's
fun.
Hold on.
It's
For
fun.
us that don't know, is Pines a mini trucking event?
Yes.
What is it?
No, it's not a mini trucking event.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not, because last year we had all the Lolos roll in
We did.
way
We
late.
did. Okay.
So
But
Cruise-
we proposed
Is it up
twice.
north? Is
Yeah.
that why they call it
Prescott.
Pines?
Prescott.
Prescott. Okay.
Yes.
So
I just
if-
want to make sure it fits.
So
Hold on. So if many people don't know, Cruise to the Pines used to be called another. It was a different name back then. It was Drive to the Pines. It was by a different club that was back then.
back in the day,
Back in the day.
and you
and
cruise
then-
from Phoenix to the back way.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
and then
To Prescott.
slow,
Long
and then
route.
and then a
Yes.
few years it
Fuck.
changed to Cruise to the Pines.
No, it
Okay.
stopped. It stopped for a few years,
And
and
then
then,
it came
Perfect
back.
Poise picked it up.
and
from,
then it came to Cruise. to
them.
But that's a nice slow cruise.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it's beautiful.
through God's
It's a
through
beautiful-
God's country, as they would call it,
It's
right?
a beautiful
What up,
cruise.
Shout
Ricardo?
out, and that's a dope story too. With
Yeah.
that, I'll revisit.
So
Rick.
it's like I
So,
said, we're out
This
there.
fool's hanging out with me that day
Uh-huh.
and not doing his club thing so much, but he was still making an
But he
appearance.
did
Like,
not do it.
Jesus, camera lady.
anyways, he was doing his thing, like making an appearance, doing his thing. Well, he got kicked out at Pines, and it was like,
No, the Cats and Coasters way. We're at Cats and Coasters.
no, we were at Pines.
No, fine.
No, Pines.
Oh,
Pines
Pines,
is
yeah.
the, Pines
Yes,
is the connection.
yeah. That's because
So
I
he
was
got
hanging out
kicked
with
out.
Stevie.
So then
yeah,
my other ex-friend at
yeah.
the point in time,
So much shit.
he was hanging out with he rode up with me because his
Mhm.
truck was down. So he rode up with me, and then something happened with his club because he was hanging out with me,
Mhm.
and he got kicked out while we were at Pines. So we're all sitting there, all of us no-namers, and we're sitting there bullshitting, doing our thing, cool. All right, fuck it, let's go back, go camp. And somebody came up with the name Scraping Hell.
Okay.
And I was like, well, fuck. All right, cool. Well, all right, this one, me. All right, cool. We'll do that. And then COVID hit.
Oh fuck.
So it was like,
fucking COVID, man.
None of us are really getting out there. This fool's still driving a beat up fucking POS that needs fucking 5 quarts of oil. every
and
time
still
he shows
riding
up.
that bitch. So, boom.
It survived it until COVID ended, and then it said,
And then it
"Ooh,
fucking
and then
died. It said, "I got the vice. I got the vice.
I got the
And
virus.
it was just like, all
I
right,
got the
cool.
bid. I got the bid. The car got the bid."
And then And then this year at Pines, a whole bunch of salty shit went down.
And then we became.
And then I was like,
killed
you
it.
know what? I was like, fuck this shit. Like,
Yeah.
And he killed
I'm
the
the
club.
only one with an operating driving vehicle. I can't be a solo.
Yep.
I
And he
can't
killed
do
it.
it myself. So I was like, nope, fuck this. I hit up Derek from Freaks, told him what went down.
And then he killed the club.
And I killed it. And now we're hang-arounds in Freaks. for
I was
our time.
mad. I was mad because I was like, well, let me have it. And then he was like, no, I'm gonna kill it. I look
Nope.
at it as like I said earlier, life has got me, so my priorities
Nope.
are not towards the
Mhm.
truck. My
Exactly.
priorities
That-
are doing
but
stuff.
that's
But the thing is like I said, like at that time when he told me he's gonna kill it, I go, well, fuck, dude. I go, I want to take it because he goes, oh, well, we're gonna go to
Mhm.
Freaks, and I go, well, to be honest, like we're live on air. I was like, dude, I go, I'm not gonna be a freak. I go, I won't be able to because of this because life is hitting me. I'm not putting
life has been
Right.
hitting him, hitting me.
but I'm not
And
putting
that's
my
it.
priorities to the truck.
Yeah, it's
And that's
been a
it.
shit
So
show.
that's the
but
thing. But
that's-
everybody gives me shit every time. I don't go to a lot of shows. I
Mhm.
don't. Everybody gives me bullshit. Well, you have you have this podcast, but you don't go to shows. I have to go to work.
Bro, hey, there's that
Yeah.
look, and they're on here watching right now. There's a lot of shit that I want to show up to,
But you
you
can't.
just can't.
but I'm booked on a gig.
Yeah.
Or like, no, I'm not going to that
Or
because
or
this
you have
is also
something with
not
your
to
lady.
say this ain't the dream, but I got something to do with
Yeah,
the family,
or you got something to do
my
with
mom, or whatever. I got these other things, and they're
So-
automatically quick to
There you
say
go.
fam first.
Dion.
Wow.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a fun life.
It's
that we
yeah,
live.
it is, and everybody.
But so, and long story short, I mean, I was already kind of talking with Freaks about it when we had them on the podcast back in the
And then he told me,
day.
he
But it was like, all right,
Right.
like we kind of tapered off. Like it was a conversation. We didn't really talk about it after that, and then shit hit the fan, and I was like, the only person, I mean, I've literally been in the scene for 8-9 years. The only people that I constantly go to are Freaks.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Every time.
Me, it's the opposite.
I
When
got
they
you.
found out
Me,
we
it's
were
way opposite.
hanging out,
Like,
like me and him,
yeah.
and they're like, you
'Cause-
guys aren't hang-arounds. Like, technically, you guys have been hanging around for 8 years, but
Right.
it was
Right.
unofficial,
Club
so
should
we
be.
have to-
Don says club.
Oh,
Yes,
exactly.
it should be. But Don, here's the thing.
Absolutely.
It should not be friends. It should be family.
Yes, and the thing
Sorry.
is there are
Go
many.
ahead, man.
Sorry, I'm gonna put it out
Straight
there.
up.
I've got friends in all the
All
truck
over.
scenes,
Yeah.
all of them.
But the thing is, you
But
got someone that's
You've,
gonna.
you've got to find that one club that is going to make you fit a little bit
Mhm.
better. It's going to make you feel comfortable. You're going to feel like family.
Do stuff
than the
together.
Other ones. I
Do
can
stuff
still go
together.
hang out with, I can go hang out with,
Well,
with Creations. I can go hang out with, Severed. I can go hang out with, NC. I can go hang out with
But it's
any of these clubs, and they're going to still accept me in as,
hey,
Right.
it's another one.
friends,
Right.
family, the whole 9 yards. But that's Freaks are the more
And
on our level.
yeah,
The
and,
best way
and
to put it.
yeah,
I see
and
that.
and what's crazy is people don't realize that car clubs throughout everybody hangs out with everybody. Everybody parties.
Oh
with
yeah,
everybody.
we all
Everybody's
do.
cool.
Yeah,
That's,
you know,
that's the fun
we
part
all
of the
fucking-
Freaks
That's true.
show.
If
Yeah.
everybody's either gonna meet up the next morning at a fucking Denny's, hungover, eating breakfast, and everyone's
yeah.
gonna talk about the night before.
Right.
Yeah.
Somebody did something
Yeah.
stupid.
Right.
Look
Or-
at Laughlin.
Yeah, when we were at
Well,
Laughlin.
fuck. I mean, I could go
I
back
went
to a
talk
couple
to-
weeks ago
Yeah.
in Vegas.
See,
Laughlin, I
I-
went to No Regrets. I
So
went
it's
to
like-
NC.
Oh, we're all partying, dude.
Yeah.
Iconic,
My-
everybody was hitting us up. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck's going on, bro? Like,
yeah,
what
because
the fuck
of the
happened?
whole
You
thing
know,
that happened
so
over there.
cracking, right.
so.
Now it got put out there that I got kicked out. I got
Good,
arrested.
Well, because
I
the word of
got
mouth
this.
spreads faster
Oh
than the
yeah,
internet.
it's
Oh,
it's
yeah.
the game.
But
of
yeah, man, he was
telephone.
fucked up. He was fighting first
Yeah.
flight security and
No,
shit.
yeah.
You should have
No,
seen him.
dude,
They
no,
cut
no,
his
no.
whole beard off. It was wild, bro.
Yeah. And
They're
that's
like,
the
what
thing,
the fuck?
It was so vanilla, it was retarded.
Right.
And it was just like
My man
everyone's
said
like,
vanilla.
that's it. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's it.
That's
And they're
not
like,
what we heard.
Yeah,
And then
everyone's
they'll
like,
argue
no,
with
bro,
you too, like,
you
no,
went to
this is
jail.
what happened, bro.
Oh yeah,
And you're
fuck
like,
yeah.
no, this is what happened.
Yeah,
I was there.
Yeah, there was a few
I
clubs.
was so confused. I was like,
Yeah, because camera lady was so confused. And then there was some of the clubs that were like, well, maybe they were doing a little coke, and I'm like, motherfucker,
Oh, fuck no.
I literally I was sitting right there watching the whole fucking thing.
Right.
I went off on the fucking security guard Like I literally told security, I was like, why are you fucking asking them for their ID? I go, all you got to ask them is if they are here for the hotel or not.
Right.
I like, there's no
Like,
reason.
can I see your room key?
So
No, they didn't
That's
ask
it. No,
that.
that's what I'm saying. That's all. They could have ended that whole situation with
And
that
just go, let
one
me see
fucking
your room.
question.
Yeah.
Show me your room key.
Yeah.
Do you have? Are you authorized to be in this parking lot?
That's what they have. They're like, hey, we need to see your ID. What the fuck kind of that shit is that? No. So let's get back to like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's get back to the.
So
we're running out of.
Oh shit.
No, we're good. It's 9:08.
Okay.
We will push it. So with the car club, and you ended up going to lowrider style.
Yeah.
From the minute you stepped foot, you already knew you were family. You already knew you had a good
Good vibe.
I asked the right questions. I was hanging out. Yeah.
Okay. So how long was it before they like? Because
when he said you can fly a plaque.
It's so different because petitioning and mini trucking is way different to lowridering because if your car is at least got 13th and primered and somewhat interior, you can get a plaque.
Sometimes.
So okay, so what is the difference?
Like I say, it's different rules, different clubs.
Okay.
So I don't know. I hung out with them, probably went to a couple meetings, but maybe 3-4 months, not that long. But how they did it was, so my car was clean enough. So there's some guys that have stickers, right? They didn't rate a plaque for a while, like this. So the button up, right?
Yeah.
Our club does these a year. You're not rated to have a button up until a year. So people can have a plaque. Okay. So that's one thing. But like Rick did a shout out right there. So it's funny how him and I met. So he's the VP, right? I had just got that Lincoln, and my rims weren't even on it yet. I don't even think I had rims, but I was washing it at a Mesa car wash, and his shit pulled around, and he had wheels on it. And you know how you do that. And he's got a Lincoln too. I think his is an 01. And you do that like, man, is this motherfucker going to hit a switch on me? Because I was like, bro, my shit's on stocks. You ain't got to showboat hard on me. But he didn't have switches. He just rolled up and he gave props. Rick jumped out and he was just like, hey, man, that's a clean Lincoln, man. I was like, yours too, man. He's like, you going to the lowrider, the AZ Super Show? Yeah. And I think that was 01. So we rolled, and then we met like that, and he wasn't in lowrider style at the time. And 2000, my bad, bro. They're listening. Hey, that's good.
We're gonna make sure.
I'm like, is his car 2000 or the year? Yeah, but no, his is a 2000. And then we bumped into each other at the car show again. And then the next year we seen each other again too, because he was also at when I performed comedy for the lowrider style, and so he came through, and I was like, dude, put your car on the fucking show. He's like, nah, it's not ready, And that next Super Show, he was rolling around, walking with us through the show, and then he started coming around more and more.
This is a big question, and you're gonna be like, how come at lowrider shows, like a mini truck shows, you can pull it?
Why?
Under
you can put like anything under construction. They have a trophy for under construction.
Or like
I already know where this is going.
No, it's not. It's not.
I mean, they have trophies for under construction.
Oh, they do? That's what I was wondering. Like,
not in lowrider.
And lowrider, and like, has anybody ever just pushed in a fucking frame that was done up?
Fuck
and just,
no.
So that's what I was.
Not unless it was probably switched up and a motor on it, and that was it. And they're in the hop competition or some shit. So, I haven't even seen that though. I'm just thinking like that.
No,
man. Not our status.
I think it's a 62 that's getting all over Instagram right now. He was actually at the Lowrider Super Show, and this thing's patinaed as fuck. And it's got rims. He's done the engine, tranny, and it's all switched.
Yeah,
but it's probably how he found it in the backyard, man. It's the interior still.
So this fool's bringing,
but he's bringing
truck status.
So he's shoving that slow down.
So it's like my car, right? So my Continental's not painted; it's all OG. It's all from '78. It's all original, and it gets mad props. So I've taken first, second, 2/3 at big time shows.
When I got out of the truck,
and I showed it original. I showed it original for
the true spokes, right?
True spokes, baby. True spokes on the 520s, man.
Yeah, those true spokes.
So the childhood dream just kept rolling, man. It's funny. The funny thing is people are listening when you don't think they are. You're just talking. So in 2010, in 2011, when I wrapped my car on that, I was speaking to a fellow vet that I met in 2010. He's an Army medic. Shout out Nick. He's an Army medic, served in Afghan and Iraq. And we just shooting the shit, just guy talk. Yeah. And next thing I know, fuck 2 years ago, or a year and some change ago, I should say, not even 2 years ago, I get this chime on Facebook Marketplace, and he tagged me to it.
Oh shit!
It's to my fucking Lincoln Continental
that you have.
and I said, "How the fuck?" He says, "I'll never forget when you told me this was been your childhood dream, brother." And that's that military shit, bro.
Yeah.
That shit was so real.
Yeah.
And I saw the price. I was like, "There's no fucking way. This is a fake account." Got the dude on fucking
And you
Facebook.
fucking
I called him.
straight
I called him directly, video chat.
You're like, hey, I want.
And we started talking. I was at my lady's house at the time, and me and this dude chopped it up for like an hour. Within like 4 days, I was loaded up with the truck and trailer and fucking mobbing out to Utah to pick it up. So that's even crazy too, because it came full circle. I went back to Utah, got the car. A year later, lowrider makes it back to Utah.
Oh, and you end up
I take that
showing
bitch there, locked up, full display,
dude,
everything.
so, wow.
Yeah, man. So
and
it's
everybody
crazy.
always says it always.
And I even showed a picture of I had this big fucking
the whole display,
big print of my fat lack
Yeah.
on there, and I got mad. Probably like everybody walking by, like, what the fuck? Why he's showing a Lincoln with the Cadillac in the front?
Yeah. Right.
And they started looking at the trophies and the awards.
Look
They're like, "Oh, this is '99. He was presented." Yeah, so it was dope, man. So,
Oh, yeah,
things go full circle, bro.
And one question. There's one question with you have your lady.
Hmm.
You got
The
your
Molly
lady.
Queen out there.
So how does that play into the car scene of, like, is she with it? Do you guys have a good time together? Is she about the whole scene? Or is she like, all right, just put me in the car and make me look
like
pretty?
The looks that she's giving us.
Yeah.
Right now.
So because nor is she like, all right, just open the door, take a picture of me, I'm gonna look good.
No,
like,
she gets in it. She'll model for me, but not only that, she gets her hands dirty with the displaying. She don't hit no switches yet. Nah, I ain't letting nobody hit my motherfucking switches. Not yet. But she did hit the one. She did. She's dropped the back. We got a baby step. I remember when I let her drive the Continental. She was like, "This is so fucking big." You know what I mean? Because driving and hitting switches two different things. Yeah. And that hood, if you know the 78 Lincoln Continental, the whole goddamn car is a hood.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a whole hood, and then the back can fit all of your friends from high school.
But I do want to say it's a family affair, man. I mean, if you look real close in this picture, I'm holding my daughter in this picture. Damn. But her boys are into it. They helped me with the full display. That last show in Utah, I had to get on the stage and leave the show. Wow. They helped break it all down. This time in Vegas, we took at the time he was 7, but he's 8 now. His birthday like a week later or whatever. My daughter's been into it, but yeah, she's good. And for a little while, she was talking about making a car and flaking it out. But as time went, she was like, "Nah, I'm not doing this. Just give me a car with 4 wheels and I'll ride it." I'd rather have a clean car. She always says, "I'd rather have a clean house than a clean car." Because I'll be like, "Damn, clean this fucking truck." Because the Cherokee be messy sometimes, right in the back seat. And I'm like, okay, maybe I'm slacking on that part. I got to take it out and detail it, But I'd rather detail the car that I drive twice a week, 3 times a week than the daily, So, but yeah, man.
So, we're already getting down to the wire. Kev, I want to thank you for coming on. Where can they find you at?
Oh.
What are your links, bro?
Okay, man.
Shout him out, bro.
There's a lot. All right,
because he does comedy, so he'll make you laugh.
This could be kind of long.
The list could be long. Yeah, I am a black man.
All right. This motherfucker. He'll talk in the movie. He'll sit.
All right.
You will hear him in every movie theater talking throughout the movie, while his girlfriend goes.
She's
while his old lady goes.
That's the truth.
Pay attention.
I'm watching. I'm watching the same fucking movie because I'll be like, "You see that shit? Let me break it down." She's like,
"Shut the fuck up, motherfucker." That's what she's saying right now. Shut the fuck up.
All right.
So where can they find
you?
So the
socials, man. So on Facebook, all the way spelled KEVTHEALLSTAR. One fucking word on Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube. Snapchat,
OnlyFans,
Twitter is no more,
and
right?
OnlyFans.
So no OnlyFans, and another one on Instagram and YouTube is also All Stars United. That's my LLC.
It's just him and his.
We're trying to do the thing. That's actually a good idea. Hey,
OnlyFans.
Put it in the comments if you want to see an OnlyFans Kev the All Star. Just the fro.
That's it.
Just the fro.
Hey, I'm like,
we need to make we need to do that. Like. Make our OnlyFans, only froze.
Only
Only froze.
Just saying.
Hey, I'm that dude in Lord of the Rings. I'm Frodo.
Oh, God damn it. Why?
Oh, the Lord of the Rings. I'm Frodo.
Oh,
Where-
so many ways
where
right
else?
now.
Kev, where else can they find you? And this is why I love him, because he
No,
does do
I'm
comedy.
doing this.
He does do comedy. And
All
that's-
Stars
that's
United.
how I met him, so.
All Stars United
Hell
LLC. Right now we're like you said, some things had to put a little back burner. I got my master's degree, so school was taking precedence for a while. So I had to turn down a ton of shows, but I'm back on the grind now, trying to do this thing. And
So he's
really
everywhere you
good.
can find him.
I'm
He's
all
in
over the place,
Arizona.
man.
Everywhere you want.
Trying to grind.
Hell yeah. So on
Doing
behalf
this.
of me.
Oh, and real quick, let me
What's
shout
up?
out the Dumb Podcast.
Oh, yeah.
And I want to ask right here, right now, since we live, when can we get y'all booked on? We ain't got to do it right now, but would y'all be down?
The Dumb Podcast.
The
What
Dumb
the fuck is the
Podcast.
Dumb
Oh, trust
With
me,
my
it's a
partner,
funny-ass
Don
podcast.
Dario.
What
Yeah.
is the Dumb Podcast?
So the Dumb Podcast
Go ahead,
is
Moses.
it's an awesome comedy podcast that my friend Don Dario and them have.
I'm a
And
co-host.
I was on there way back
And
when.
unfortunately,
Wait, you
I
want him or me?
was gone
Both
that day,
of us.
right?
Why?
You can have him. I don't care.
Because we can have you on too. Why not? You got some funny shit.
Yeah.
No,
So
It might be
you
bad.
got some.
no. That's the point.
That's the point.
Above the
Oh,
Dumb
come on.
Podcast.
That's why it's Dumb Podcast.
So yes.
Yeah.
It's
So-
gonna be real dumb.
Okay.
So the
I'm
Kevin,
sorry ahead of time.
we will be gladly to come on the Dumb Podcast.
You heard it here, folks.
So
Sorry
and-
ahead of time.
and just like I said, you can catch Kevin around Arizona. You can catch him at Kev the All Star, one word, Facebook, YouTube, one day
TikTok,
OnlyFans,
Twitter,
TikTok, Twitter,
Instagram, all of
X,
them.
Facebook,
everything in their mother, everything.
Twitter box.
Twitter
Frobo,
box, all that
Frodo.
Trofo, Afro,
Only
ho-ho.
froze.
Only froze. Yeah. So on behalf of me, Holy Moses, the Bearded Beauty, and our wonderful guest, Kev the All Star and his Froness, we will see you on the next episode.